FIRST is awesome, and it's filled with opportunities that are very valuable, and you learn many new skills, so it's pretty sweet.
It's been an enjoyable, kind of eye-opening experience that I wouldn't trade.
It's like given me a lot of experience that most people wouldn't get until like late in their college career.
It's fun seeing the kids compete. It's fun seeing the kids interact with the other teams. Going down to the championships, where you're interacting with kids from all over the world is something that, without a program like this, you just never get an opportunity to do.
FIRST is an organization started by Dean Kamen, the inventor of the Segway, and FIRST stands for Inspiration and Recognition of Science and Technology. It's an organization that a lot of different high school students participate in, and the goal of the program is to get people interested in all sorts of scientific and technological areas. And it's supposed to sort of emulate like how popular sports competitions have become, and then bring that success over into the world of academia. The idea being that hopefully we'll get more people interested in becoming engineers in the United States. So every year in January, there's an event called the Kickoff, during which FIRST releases the game for the year. Starting then, you have 6 weeks to design, build, and program and test your robot before you have to ship it off. 6 weeks really is not that much time when it comes down to it. And it's pretty hard, but it's also a ton of fun at the same time.
The one thing we discovered 2 years ago is that there was a real pent-up demand for a program like this, that there's kids in every single school that want to do this program.
This year there are 38 new FIRST teams just in Minnesota, and that's really exciting, and there are a total of 54 teams in Minnesota right now. I think that's really cool for the whole program, and just a few years ago there were like 1 or 2 teams in Minnesota, so it's amazing to watch how FIRST has grown in Minnesota.
We're expecting next year to have probably another 20 teams added to that total. It's interesting in the state of Minnesota, once somebody does it and people can observe what happens and how it happens, there's a greater comfort level with putting it together. We've also gotten broad sponsorship from corporations, and I think that will grow too. Once you find the big corporations getting involved in the act, smaller ones will get involved and provide funding for a lot of additional teams. We also have a lot to grow outstate. We've got about 8 teams from outstate right now, and I think our biggest growth next year will be in teams from areas like St. Cloud and Windham, Brainerd, Pine City and Forest Lake, and some of those areas. The best part of the FIRST program for me is working with the kids and actually seeing them grow and develop and learn new skills, and also to push themselves. One of the things that we always do is give the kids a challenge that's sort of a stretch for what they're capable of doing, and watch them grow into it. And it's so much fun to watch kids actually step up to those challenges and actually accomplish them, and a lot of times go beyond.
The mentors are always like full of wisdom, and they know stuff, and they're all really smart, and they're good people to work with.
Love working with the students. That's my best favorite thing. Just sitting around talking or working on a project or traveling, whatever it is we're doing. I love working with the kids.
Another neat thing about having all the mentors involved with our teams is that they provide us with like all sorts of connections to the professional world. Like, for example, last year the team captain did a May term project with the company that one of our mentors worked for, and he ended up getting a job there over the summer. So that was like a really cool experience for him. That wouldn't have been possible without FIRST.
I see FIRST as being, first and foremost for the kids, for the students, to let them see that it isn't all egghead geeky people that do this programming and engineering and media technology type things, that they're really neat, fun people, and that these jobs aren't backroom hidden jobs, but can be right up front, right there where everybody can see what you're doing and appreciate what you're doing and celebrate that. So I think it's a great reinforcement for kids, maybe to follow their passions that they didn't realize could be so exciting and rewarding.
If all your robot does is run around and annoy other robots by running into them, forget that the one thing you don't want to do is fail. And failure means that you've got a box of parts that doesn't do anything. To have nothing more than a square chassis with some wheels and motors that you can drive around and crash into other people and have a great time, you're going to learn more than you can imagine just trying to get to that point.
You know, the easiest way to start a team is to have a group of kids that like to do it. They hear about it from their friends through some, community organization or through some connection. Maybe they saw it on television, whatever. So you get some kids, and then the kids can convince the administration, teachers, whomever, that they want to have a team, and then you can sort of move on from there. We can help them find funding, we can help them find mentors, and away we go. And once they get in the program, it's sort of self-serving. Moving a team forward is really uncovering the passion in the kids. And once that happens, it moves pretty naturally. Keeping sustaining adults so that when kids leave, there's somebody there to sort of carry on the traditions of the team and stay in contact with the sponsors and make sure that the team functions properly. But the kids will sustain themselves in actually building the robot and doing the outreach and the training. And when they see what all the other teams are doing, it gives them something to look forward to, and it creates a goal for them to accomplish, and away they go. And they want to, they're having so much fun doing it, they want to go tell other kids. So the outreach part just kind of comes naturally.
A new team really does need to rely on other teams. The nature of FIRST, the gracious professionalism, is so important to the way teams behave that as soon as you understand that as a rookie team, you can begin to ask others and really get the help that you need. So that is the advice that I'd give. Make sure you talk to other people and have them help you with whatever isn't making sense.
I think the main thing I've learned about managing the team this year is that it's a whole lot of work. I've spent an awful lot of time organizing lots of different things, and I think the most important thing I could pass on is just be sure you think of everything and go over everything you're planning multiple times. Make sure you have the people you need, the authorizations you need, the tools you need, pretty much anything that you, run through the whole event in your mind to make sure you have every single thing you need to make whatever event it is successful.
One last thing, have fun. This is all about learning and enjoying and starting to recognize what you are capable of if you're given the opportunity to produce something other than just intellectual regurgitation. This will challenge you. You will have to learn things and try things you've never done before. By Band-Aids. Thank you very much.